Hello and welcome, I'm Loquid, you, and this is Stellaris 1.2. Well, we have had a hot fix to 1.2.1, and they fixed a couple of things. Nothing really that drastic. Let's see if it... Yep, here we go, right here, patch 1.2. So, they did a couple of things. They mostly just minor bug fixes, a couple of nerfing back and forth again. But not a lot of big stuff going on. I just thought I would mention that. 1.21, important. This is still listing under 1.2, so I'm not sure how you would find 1.21. But there it is, it's out, and you know. Last episode, we expanded a bit, and we made three, maybe four new colonies? So we did significantly expand our territory and our possible power base. So this episode, we're going to try and keep doing that. Going to try to keep expanding, exploring and surveying these new systems as we discover them. Build another wormhole generator out here somewhere, maybe in Hodine here or Hoadim. Provided there is not a planet we can colonize. So that's going to have to be an outpost. Unless we can get one, say, over here in Grumim. Who knows? We'll find out. We also made an observation post, or was that the episode before? Where is this at? Ah, yes. It's right next to Lorbo Prime. This planet, Atomic Age. We got these, I think they're bird people, maybe? And we are just about right. We're at 98 of 200. So next month, we should integrate them, and we should get another colony for free. Fantastic. All right, let's speed up time and let it move on. See what happens. Let's keep an eye on Larbo here. There we go. Pause. All right, after achieving complete domination over the Valert political leadership, our infiltration cells have successfully paved the way for the arrival of our first contact unit. In a lavish ceremony of the new planetary capital, our diplomatic envoy graciously accepted a petition signed by every world leader on Anglaruth, calling for the planet's immediate annexation to Molvoid Republic. Jubilant citizens are crowding the streets, cheering their new alien benefactors. Yay! We got another free world! Ha ha! There we go. We now control it. They are not us. So there is that. We now have ocean populatable people. So that is fan-freaking-tastic. All right, let's try and clear a couple of these
system survey
tile blockers.
Complete.
Nice. System survey complete. What do we got? Ooh, yeah, these ones need cleared.
Evading hostile fleet.
Definitely
incoming
need to clear
transmission.
those. Evading hostile fleet. Really? What do we got? This is a science ship evading a hostile fleet. Where? There's nothing here. Maybe it was here. Who knows? Nonaggression Pact. Really? So this is through the United Janarthi planets, which is these guys right here. You know what? I think I will sign that. They've got four systems, so they're probably a fair bit stronger than, say, these guys down here, who only have one. All right, construction ship. Nothing to do. Let's send these guys off here. So there's three. These are probably crystalloids. Try and take them out.
Construction complete.
Construction complete, fantastic. Yep, crystals.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Let's kick their butts.
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
And I just love how our people just smashed right into the middle of it. That is more interesting, though. I will give it that.
Situation log
1.2, nice. All right, let's pull the science ship in here and research this stuff really quickly. Yeah, there's There's just one there. Dang it. I was hoping for two. Alright. There is that. Let's see. Oh, nice. We got a technology. It looks like we got our wormhole range 50% bonus, so we can now get quite a bit farther out there. Look at that. That is nice. We can now go all the way out here and all the way out here. Quite the nice range now. All right. So what do we want to research now? I'm going to say Sentinel Point Defense. That's kind of an important thing. Alright, since we got... we can go out this way now. Let's go out this way and see what we got. Set our combat fleet to go explore all these little worlds here. So that we can later tell our science ship to go explore them. There we go. And that looks like that's going to be it. Alright, and then when we're done, we'll send them back home. Alright, so science ship. After that, I want you to research projects and system, and then survey. And then I want you to come over here and survey these. There we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Excellent, excellent.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
Oh, sorry for the silence there.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Nice little sneezing fit. Seem to be doing that a lot lately. Hostile fleet engaged. Are we actually going to engage them? Yes, we did. And we kicked its little butt. Although we know there's crystals there. Fantastic. What do we got here? We got one. That's a space amoeba. Alright. Debris analyzed. Debris analyzed. Regenerative hull tissue. Green crystal capacitors. Fantastic. Alien specimen procurement. The director of the Museum of Exobiology on Zhrag has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures were spotted on surveyed habitable worlds, but they are difficult to capture. It will require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. Sure, we will gather the specimens.
Updated.
That always is a nice thing.
System survey complete.
Wow, 3 of them out here. Space amoeba, and alien vessels, and
Hostile fleet engaged.
anomalous unit. Void clouds. Wow! Holy crap! This system is packed. Oh, they're drones.
Situations.
Mining drones. Okay.
Situation log updated.
Losing our fleet here rather quickly with all this exploration. They are just really getting out here. However, there's an ocean world there, which is habitable by our additional people. What do we got here? We've got a tropical world there. We've got an ocean world. Okay. An ocean world. Tropical and a tomb. Let's see. And over here we've got a tropical, but that would be pushing it. That would be pushing it a lot. All right. Let's build a colony or colonist ship out of Zhrag. And then this one here, let's build this. Yep, and then we will build an ocean goer right there to send them to this one right here. And then I think there was one here too. Yep, right there. Oh, gotta unpause. More alien ships. Mining drones. Okay. Can we do not have destroyers yet, which is kind of a bummer. Do not have any new
System
technologies out
survey
here,
complete.
which is also a bummer. there's not a lot we can do with our ships, so gonna need to try and focus on some of that technology.
Anomaly found.
Sure, do it. Do it. On our science ship to survey these worlds here. Alright, there's clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Grumman 4 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the Emblems have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Utelig is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies. Okay, issues a project.
Updated.
Alright, well I guess you'll go back and do that. New contact, fantastic. Alright, they are individualist, militaristic, and spiritualist. Alright. Ah, we found another world. Alright. Right, we need an observation or a frontier outpost, and then we can build an observation post. Fantastic. That's actually in a nice place. A very nice place. Sorry about all the zooming in and out sporadically. I think my mouse driver's updated, and I'm just trying to get used to it here. There we go. That'll be plenty for the science ship to do.
System survey complete.
Ah, we got a colony ship. Fantastic. All right, we've got a ocean. This was a tropical right here. Excellent. All right, let's build us another colony. Let's put this right there. Wow, those are really original names. Yerg. Okay, let's come up with some names ourselves. How about Halifax? Halifaxia. There we go. Halifaxia. All right. Getting jerks. I don't know if you guys heard that, but somebody just drove off with a very, very loud, annoying rattle can muffler. Very annoying. I cannot control it. Okay, what do we got going on? Ooh, yeah, these guys definitely need upgrades. Alright, let's build that. Not a lot they can do for food here. Not a lot at all. What about spaceport? Alright, let's build that. And then hopefully we can get a hydroponics farm in there before too much longer, before they starve to death. That would be nice. We're losing money, which... What a surprise there.
Transmission.
I don't care. Trade deals. I don't care. Alright, Halifaxia is building their colony ship now. Oh no, that one's landing. It's this one I was wanting the colony ship on. There we go. Alright, and
System
then this we can
complete.
put that. We do not have hydroponic bays yet. Dang it, we need to get that. We need to get that as soon as possible. No guarantees when we'll be able to, though. It's all a matter of when the technology pops up.
Colony established. Anomaly found.
Alright, research that anomaly. Colony established. We need to put it into... Ah, he needs a leader as well. Let's recruit a governor here. Let's see. Building costs, sure. That works. Alright, we need to manage sectors and... We'll give him that one and that one as well as that one. That way it's nice, contiguous. There we go. All right, construction ship. You need to build an observation post right there. Looking good. All right, we need more ships. Automated shipyard. Well, conducting their survey of Rantamario 1 Alpha, the Yemniud detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. It is at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjected to a heavy missile barrage. But one of the manufacturing bays is still working condition. Science Officer Utleg is confident that power can be restored to the shipyard, but it would be a significant project.
Situation log updated. System
We need
survey
some more
complete.
Corvettes. We're down to 4. Out of what? I think we
Research
had 9
complete.
previously. Ooh, excellent. Boulder range plus 20%. Fantastic. Unlocks colonization ocean worlds. We're going to need that. We might not be able to colonize with these colonists. I forgot about that. Ripsy. My bad. And let's have these guys return home. And then group those up. Also, unpausing would be helpful. Ooh, we've got the Shadow Nebula over... Or wait, no. Shadow Nebula. No, that's the Confederation of the
Research
Slaz
complete.
Cox. We were looking at colonizing that one. The jerks. Ah, destroy us. Fantastic. Let's go with autocannons, since we're going with projectile weapons this time around.
Research complete.
Fantastic. Sentinel point defense. Alright, let's go with cold fusion reactors. Get us more power for our ships, more bonus damage. It's always a good thing. The construction ship, did you... he did. He finished. Look at that. Let's see. So these guys are in the Renaissance age, and we cannot uplift them until they're in the Industrial Age. So right now, let's just do aggressive observation. In time, that can backfire on us, and if that happens, we will just go back to passive observations. We do not have native entanglement allowed, although I don't like to do the technological advancement because it creates an independent vassal. I much prefer to absorb them into my civilization like we did down here on Larbo. It's just much, much better. Alright, let's see if we can colonize this ocean world right here. Where is it? It's this one right here. No, we cannot. Although we can enter the orbit, so that when we do have it in 99 months, we'll be able to pop it down right away. Actually, let's see. Let's go to these Larbo people.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
What do they...
Construction
Continental, Arctic... Yeah, there's nothing we can do with that. We don't even have Continental. Alright, let's plop these into this sector as well. And construction ship. Let's have you start building mining stations on some of these worlds that have energy and or minerals. Need to try and get our money and our production up quite a bit.
Construction complete.
All right, we just got destroyers, so let's take a look at what we got. All right, we've got a large, 2 smalls, a medium, 2 smalls and a medium, or 3 smalls, 2 smalls and 2 mediums, or a large, 2 smalls and a medium. Let's go with the 2 smalls and a medium up front, and in the back we'll go with the medium. Now let's give the coil guns the medium spots. And let's put the sentinel point defense in the small slots. Autocomplete the rest. I want Tech 2 across everything. What did that do for our power? It goes from 0 and 10.02 damage to +5 and 10.14. It's not a lot, but when you've got 7 or 8 of these guys hitting at the same time, that does add up to almost a full point of additional damage. What are we going to name this guy? Let's name him the Pea Shooter. And then let's build some pea shooters, shall we? We do not have the minerals to build any pea shooters.
Special project complete.
Excellent. The team under Science Officer Udelig has finished their expedition on Grumman 4 and returned to the Yem-Biud. Thankfully, the starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years. And there are yet things to discover. A permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Alright, he gained 200 experience, and we gained 253 engineering research. Generic. So that's going to apply to our autocannons. There we go. Cut 50 months off, it looks like. Well, that's nice. Alright, and that was... I missed where that was. I know I read it, but I missed it on the map. Oh, yeah, it was down here in Grumman. Yeah, it was this one right here. Alright, that's perfectly okay. Not a lot, but it'll do. I've had some before where it pops up as like 333. You know, 3 biology, 3 physics, and 3 social. Or 3 social, 3 physics, and 3 engineering. I don't know why I said biology. I don't know. And I'm paused again. Yeah. Actually, you know what? This would be a better one over here to colonize. That's a 19.
System survey
actually outside of our influence. And it'd be a perfect place for another wormhole generator. All right, implant malfunctions. As part of our observation efforts on Virgiv Vivada, right here, abduction teams have surgically installed brain implants on a number of observation test subjects to track them and monitor their behavior. Unfortunately, due to a manufacturing flaw, many of these implants have malfunctioned and are now having an adverse effect on the behavior of our subjects. There have been a number of suicides and at least 3 episodes of violent hysteria. The staff of our observation post has asked for help in rounding up the remaining subjects and removing their implants before they are any more incidents. Sure, yeah, that's definitely a good thing.
Situation log updated.
So let's see. Science ship, what are you doing? You're doing stuff. So I guess that's going to... We'll add that. You know what? No, you're going to come do that now, actually. Let's go down to minimal. Come back out, let him do that, and then go back to surveying and such. Researching random projects all over the place. There we go. That should keep him busy for a while. And we should have enough to make a couple of pea shooters now. Oh, requires level 3 spaceport. My bad. I should probably do that. That would be
Special
why.
project complete.
Implants removed. Fantastic. Society research gain 217. Oh no, a scientist died. Let's replace him. Wait.
Anomaly found.
Materials. Alright, let's pause, so we're not losing research here. And there's not a lot we can do. Let's go with New Worlds. That's sometimes... Ah, check it out. New Worlds, right there. Yes, we will reassign him there and put him in there. There we go. That works. That works. Alright. And we lost another sign. The game's trolling us, I think. Aside from the fact that we moved the guy that was up here down here, and he just died. Military theory, why not? Why not, right? How we doing? Alright, we're almost up to level 3. Ooh, we got some more primitives. Recreation, or, oh, right, the reservation was breached. A massive alien warband somehow managed to breach the reservation perimeter walls on Halax Prime. The alien warriors spread out into the countryside and massacred many of our colonists before their host was finally driven back into the reservations by our security forces. Primitive scum! That sucks. Speaking of which, let's clear out some of these tile blockers. And we're out of money.
Construction complete.
What a surprise. What are these ones here?
System survey complete.
Ah, alien specimens, right. Alright, how far are we from colonizing? 38 months. Lovely, our scientist died. Excuse me. Let's go with this guy. And that's what I hate about losing a scientist in a ship. Dang it. Okay, so we need to go have him survey some stuff until he can level up. That should be enough. Dismiss. Alright. We can now build us some pea shooters. At least we sure as hell better be able... Yep, we can build one. Fantastic. Alright, let's build us some stuff on the ones that have nothing here. Cannot do any upgrades, sadly. Halax Prime. Okay, you are clearing off tile blockers. Let's keep doing that.
Construction complete.
Ah,
Anomaly
fantastic. You know what? Leave that be for now. 55% is just too high to take the risk. All right, we got our pea shooter. Where is he? Which one is he? Ah, there he is right there. Fabulous. He's at the back of the fleet, taking up the rear, right where he should be. All right, let's build another one.
System survey complete.
Try and bolster our strength a bit here.
Construction complete.
Construction of Halifax Prime Finished Surface Construction Queue. Okay. Let's give them some more food, right? Because they are at -1.
Construction complete.
All right, finish the other ship. Fantastic. Let's build another one. Come back to Halifax Prime. And let's move some scientists down to get the food.
Construction complete.
There we go. Nice. +1. That's what I want to see.
Construction complete.
All right, let's come back
Construction
here.
complete.
Our capital. Fantastic. Our capital is now at +1. All right. We need to make sure all of our worlds are good on food. All right, let's build hydroponic farm there. Move him down to there to cover that. Yes, I know he's unemployed. Get over it. This one we were just at, I believe. Yep. What about Larbo Prime? They're at +1, although they can have some upgrades. Very nice. Let's get that done. Angleruth, you're at +1, and Halifax, you are at +2. Fantastic. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to hit that like button down below. Also, feel free to leave a comment. I am open to answering questions and carrying on discussions with y'all. I love it. The social aspect of this, I do truly enjoy it. So I look forward to hearing from you. Also, if you're not done so yet before, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. Every person helps, and it also lets you know on your newsfeed when I post up a new video. Until next time, folks, I'm Loquid, you are you, and this has been Stellaris 1.2. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace out.